to 80s Babies right here on gnarly101.com. And, we've got a great guest in the studios. And, Nikki, let's get to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, thank you guys for tuning in. It's your girl, Nikki. We have Christen with us. And I wanted to know what made you pick the field that you picked. And Christen, I didn't say, right? Because I'm saying it right?
Yeah, no, you're saying it right.
Oh,
Christen.
okay, all right.
Yeah,
All right, Christen. Let me make sure I put that on there for you. But no, I wanted to know what made you pick the career field you did and why. What's your passion behind it?
I don't really have like a fancy story, that drew me to neurology other than I went to PA school right after I graduated from college, did a lot of different rotations, but I found that I was really drawn to neurological conditions. I thought that they were super interesting. And when I graduated, I looked for jobs in neurology, and I've been doing it for the past 25 years, so I really like it.
Okay, and we were talking earlier behind the scenes, and you said you've participated in clinical trials and even presentations, and you said that took you to how many countries and do it?
Oh gosh, so yeah, over the past 25 years, I've done, I think, about 100 clinical trials, different disease states in neurology, a lot of MS or multiple sclerosis, Alzheimer's, myasthenia gravis, epilepsy, Parkinson's disease, these different studies, and also have done quite a bit of independent research. But where the traveling comes in is you present your independent research in the form of posters at various neurological conferences around the world. So I've been anywhere from Dubai to Chile to Greece to Italy, all throughout Europe. So it's been an amazing experience.
That sounds
yeah.
fun. And so does that happen to a lot of people, or is it because you put in the work and you did the research and they really wanted you to come expand your knowledge to let their countries know and their doctors know?
So maybe a combination of both.
Okay.
There's a lot of researchers in the neurological field. The next conference that I will be at presenting research is in Barcelona in September.
Ooh, that sounds
That'll be exciting.
If you ever need to get an assistant that can travel.
You're top on my list.
Nikki, the traveling secretary.
Hey, I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen.
You were talking, Christen, about the MS, and we were talking off air. And maybe let people know a little bit about some of these events that are coming up here in Colorado Springs, and specifically, I think that's a great idea with the MS get-together at Biaggi's.
Yeah, so we try and take very good care of our MS patients at our clinic and offer them as many educational opportunities as we can. The next event we have coming up is on Tuesday, the 8th of April. 5 o'clock at Biaggi's restaurant up at Briargate. So it's for any patients or any family members, anyone who's affected by MS, they can come get a nice free meal at Biaggi's while getting educational information about MS. And then the other opportunity we have coming up is May 17th, that's the MS Walk. So we're going to have a booth at the MS Walk for Colorado Neurological Clinic, and we got placed near the kids zone. So we're going to have a slime bar. So,
a slime bar?
Yes, very exciting stuff. So
Cool. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna see if I can make that one, but we're gonna be doing the one for my aunt in Denver because I think theirs is May 3rd. So, MS is it something that really brought you towards the passion of MS, or is that's just where you're at right now?
So MS has always had a soft spot with me. I really enjoy taking care of MS patients. Every patient is unique. There's no two that are alike. I probably, treated maybe about 1,000, 1,200 MS patients over the past, years, 20-some years. And there's no two patients that are alike. But what's great about also having experience in research and clinical trials is when I first started out in neurology in 2000, there were three.
I graduated in 2000.
There were only 3 FDA-approved treatments for MS.
Oh.
today, 2025, there's 26
That's 26.
FDA-approved treatments for MS. So we've just made so many great strides in research, and there's plenty more treatments that are currently in experimental phases that hopefully will be available for patients soon.
So when it comes to MS, how what's the age on that? How young are they finding out when they get it, or is it just, how does that go?
So if you read a textbook, they're going to say age 20 to 50 as the most common ages where patients are diagnosed with MS, but it's becoming later and later. I have probably about a third of the patients that I see are over age 50. So the aging population in MS certainly does exist. And
you said Alzheimer's now. I used to run an Alzheimer's unit. I used to be the
I didn't know that
yeah, I
about
used to
you.
be the lead before I started cleaning. That's the whole story. I might as well do that one offline. But no, not for that. But no, I love my Alzheimer's patients. It was hard seeing it, and it was hard being with the families and explaining to them because they didn't understand when they were, well, my mother doesn't remember me, she doesn't even remember my name, and I used to just encourage them, be like, she remembers you, made her feel some type of way. So please keep showing up for them, you know what I'm saying? And I know it's hard for families dealing with the Alzheimer's disease, but, please continue to show up for them. They need you there, because it's just hard sometimes. And, when you step in there, you don't know where we're going to be, but we're about to take this journey. And I love it.
there's a lot of patience.
Yes, and I really miss it. I still do it on the side for people that call me. I go visit the elders and take care of them, but yeah.
And there's a lot of new treatments that are available now for Alzheimer's disease, probably within the past 2 to 3 years, that target amyloid. So
amyloid, you gotta write that down in your log. Don't you know what amyloid is? Yeah, I'm not gonna look at you crazy.
No, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go, interesting, even though you have no clue what it means.
I'm gonna say I don't know what it means.
So when you have Alzheimer's disease, you have a buildup of amyloid plaques in the brain. And so these new treatments help remove amyloid plaques from the brain that, this is certainly not a cure, but can help improve patients' quality of life and give them more years and stability of cognitive functioning. So, yeah.
Now, is there something we can do, like with our diet or cognitive, to help us avoid that, or is that just genetic and kind of the way it happens?
Genetics do play a role, certainly, but lifestyle does matter.
Okay.
There's a lot of things you can do in terms of diet, exercise, avoiding stress, sleep, all these great things.
Well, that's good. That's good. I appreciate you taking the time. Is there anything like you want to focus on and let us know? Because what's some say we got the audience here. You had a group of people, and you just a new group of people that really don't know anything. Because normally when you present, you're presenting people that study and getting ready.
Yeah.
You have people that know anything. What would you like us to know?
So there is a great website that you can go to, and I'll give you that. It's put on by the Brain Health Center of the Rockies. It's brainhealthcr.org. And they offer so many great educational programs about health and wellness for the brain. So breaking it down to whether it's exercise, nutrition, sleep, diet, exercise, stress management, all of the above. It provides so many great free online classes that if you're interested in learning more about how to keep your brain healthy, that's a great resource for you.
Cool. Well, thank you.
Now, speaking of websites, do you have a website that will recap these events and things like that going on?
Yeah, you can actually go to our Facebook page.
Yeah, she needs people to follow. They just opened a couple weeks ago, so you guys know how it is for social media. Like, follow, subscribe.
You got to do the things that we want you to do, right?
Yeah, so we do have
Please. I said please.
Yeah. Okay, she's being polite. I'm saying just do this. Go ahead, Christen.
No, so our Facebook page is Colorado Neurological Clinic. We're at our 2 locations in Denver and Colorado Springs. And you can also meet some of our staff. We try and do different like pictures and bios and day in the life, but we have some great staff at CNC.
Engaging with their community
Yeah,
and
so you can
clients.
get to meet them.
Yes.
Amanda is a new addition. She graduated from Colorado State University. She's managing her social media page as well as doing a lot of the
Hey, Amanda. No.
Yes, she's in Cabo right now.
Oh, okay.
Getting
She's
well
not worried
rested.
about us. No.
She's not worried about us for the weeks.
So that's on Facebook, and that's Colorado Neurological Clinic?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify it. I'm learning something new here. My brain is slow.
Hey, that's what we like to do here on Gnarly. We like to learn something new, and we thank you for your time. But we're going to go back to some music. But when we get back, we're going to talk about life balance. How are you figuring all this out? This is what all you do.